I am DJ McCree of Trap Camp. But anyways, like this video if you like, you know, stuff that we're supposed to, that kind of pertains to producers and just collaborations in general, you know, I don't know. But anyways, it was supposed to be a viewer question, but the person told me not to spill the beans on who they are and whatnot. But he wanted my opinion, so I'm giving it. I don't have a problem with producers asking other producers for collaborations or whatnot. You know, there's plenty of people I work with. I just finished one with Cyrex, and I did one with Jeremiah Bennett the week before that. And you know, there's a couple of other people that I'm gonna work with. Fresco, the track god, is one of them that I definitely want to get to work with. There's some other people that I'm thinking about, but I can't remember. But anyways, the root of this whole entire issue was the fact that Tarantino of 808 Mafia has started a YouTube account dedicated to collaborations. And he wants people to pay him. He said DM him for prices. And then it spilled over on the Instagram and him, you know, talking about people, if you ain't gonna respect my prices, then I'm not gonna hit you back or whatever. And that person got mad, I'm pretty sure, and ran at me and asked my opinion. I mean, I really don't have an opinion on what he's doing. It's his business, but I feel like, hey, if he's gonna do it, I mean, look, he has had one of the biggest records last year and it spilled over into 2016. It's still one of the future's best records that he's ever done within March Madness. It's still dope. I mean, it still goes. It had a different kind of, it was trap, but it was a different kind of vibe from trap. I actually did a full-blown tutorial on how to do that beat, which I'll probably put the link in the description box. I did it last year when the song was just starting to pop, because anyways, yeah, check that out. But yeah, I mean, you know, me personally, I'm not gonna ever charge, because it's just not my cup of tea to charge somebody. It's my cup of tea to tell somebody, hey, I don't want to collab with you. You know, I would be open and honest with somebody. You know, I don't try to say, yeah, man, I'll holler at you later and not do it. So if you're a person that hey, man, you asked me to collab and I haven't got back to you, it's just the fact that I have a lot of work to do, and I will get to you eventually, you know, when time be. But yes, there's plenty of people I want to collab with. And, you know, Tarantino, I would love to collab with Tarantino. It's not, I wouldn't have an issue with it. However, I mean, it's got to be a mutual thing, because I feel that I bring stuff to the table. And that's basically, I believe, his whole entire belief behind that. It's like, you know, so many other, not just him, but so many other major producers that have gotten, you know, their number ones, their Grammys and whatever, man, they have tons of people that ask them on a daily, even include myself, and I haven't had not one huge accolade yet. I'm still trying to get it, Lord willing. But you know, that you're asked so many times, and then you start feeling like, hey man, when is it gonna stop? I have a perfect way to see if somebody's serious. Here's the money. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody should be on try to ride for free. It's just not. It's not fair to them. And then, you know, artists have been charging other artists for years for features. You know, most artists that don't charge other artists for that is because that other artist that is asking the major artists or whatever, or the artists with a bigger following than them, or they have or a bigger following than them, is because, you know, they need some type of leverage, something to do. It is music business, so you got to keep that in mind, and always. So that's why I don't really have a serious issue with it. Oh yeah, as this beat plays, yeah, Ocean View, definitely want to work with him. Definitely want to work with DJ Jacquet. Probably everybody from that I work with on Trap Tunes Radio, I want to work with. So. But anyways, I don't necessarily have an issue with that, man. It's just, you know, you just gotta deal with what people bring to the table, and you know, you just kind of evaluate that and see if they're worth it. That's basically about it, you know. Hopefully, I won't flip mode and be like, oh yeah, well, you know, if you want to collab with me, you gotta pay. You never know, but hopefully, but I'm not necessarily a flip-floppy person, so I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, producers collabing with other producers, man. You know, I feel that you should value the art. I mean, I know it's about the musical journey. It shouldn't be about the monetary value. But the reason why, you know, major producers are trying to charge other producers, because, you know, knowledge is power, and a lot of producers, you know, if they teach you one bit of a thing that makes them special, they don't really have what it is to the follow up, and might have that type of complex that feel like they might get taken down a notch. I've seen it too many times on Twitter. I mean, Twitter has opened up a PR nightmare for people to spill the beans on if they want to, you know, how they feel. And, you know, people catch feelings when other producers or other artists can catch up and do what they're doing, and it is obvious. But me personally, as a teacher, I don't care about that at all either, because I feel like I can continue to learn. You know, we can learn from each other. I want everybody to be on the same level as me, so when we compete and compete hard, we elevate the level of music. So that is why I necessarily don't care to charge when it comes to certain things, even though the value may be there, but, you know, knowledge is meant to be passed on. And so is, you know, the torch per se. But anyways, that's it. If you like this video, give it a like. If you have any comments, please leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Smash that like button. Yeah, don't be a scrub. Sub. But I'm DJ McCree, and I am out of here. Deuces.